After those strong winds took down those power poles in the areas that we just showed. Let's go ahead and check in with Chief Meteorologist Matt Standridge. Matt, we even right now have another warning issued.
Severe thunderstorm warning for eastern Washington County and into the heart of Madison County. Most of Madison County is now under severe thunderstorm warning. The heavy downpour that just went through Springdale and Fayetteville, as it's marching east, it's picking up this wind and it's starting to accelerate right towards Hinesville and Huntsville and Alabama, and then into most of Clifty as well. Had just headed eastbound into the heart of Madison County. It does look like at this moment that we are slowly drying out in Bentonville and Rogers and Springdale and Fayetteville, especially on the west sides of town. They're towards Harbor High School, they're towards Bentonville West. We are drying out. There could be a stray pop-up, but most of the activity is now on the east side of US 71 and the east side of I-49, and everything will continue to press east for the next couple of hours. I want to show you a closer look at that severe thunderstorm warning. We have two now. We have one there just from Goshen into Sonora and then right into Hinesville, and then a new severe thunderstorm warning in eastern and southeastern Washington County. That includes the Winslow area, it includes Summers, and just south of Elkins. This is watching a gust of wind. See this red right here? See how it's all kind of forming into one little arch? Well, right on the edge of this arch, on the eastern edge where it's still kind of crisp, where you have nothing to just a bunch of red, that's where you have some really gusty winds that are just marching eastbound, headed right into Japton and Boston and Huntsville. Anywhere across Madison County, the wind is about to pick up and the rain is really about to pick up. Some of us are already getting rain right now, but if you're not getting the wind, you're just about to. This severe thunderstorm warning will last for another 30 minutes as this storm marches east. But if you look towards I-49, the corridor itself, Fayetteville, University, out towards Weddington and Farmington, Prairie Grove, we're drying out. Springdale, we're drying out. And we still have that flash flood warning for Benton County, but the rain is slowly coming to an end for us too. It's really this wind threat that's gusting out right now in the mountains. It doesn't look all that bright on radar because we're looking in the mountains. It gets a little bit tricky, but we have that surge of wind right into Japton, Huntsville. That wind's coming in right on the west side of town. St. Paul, we're about to get some of that wind. It's still kind of crossing the county line a little bit farther south, but just winds are picking up as the storm marches east. This is a rough look at the timing of when those winds may come into your neighborhood. So Japton here at 6:20 here in about 4 minutes. Huntsville here in about 8 minutes or so. That wind's really going to pick up. Wharton 6:33, and then Purdy getting towards 6:38. The good news is that we haven't had much hail. We've had some pea-sized hail here and there, but that's usually not enough to do any damage. So that's some good news. Most of it's just very heavy rain and some gusty winds. In the River Valley, what are we getting? Well, we're getting some downpours too, but they're all a lot smaller. They're kind of splash and dashes. We got some of our rain yesterday, but we have a good downpour that continues to sit right along the Arkansas River towards the Sequoia Wildlife National Refuge, moving up on 59 into Salisaw in the Brent area there towards Brushy. We're getting some. We've got some downpours right along I-40 towards the Van Buren exits and even west towards Dora. We've got a good downpour sitting right over us in Alma right now, and more downpours north over Cedarville and Uniontown. Once you head south of Fort Smith, our downpour chances are really low. There's a chance for maybe a stray shower, but most of it's Fort Smith and northbound. The heaviest will continue to be in northwest Arkansas. And you can see where we've had the rain, where the temperatures have cooled down the most. Look at Rogers. We're now down to 70 degrees. Earlier, we were near 90. 82 right now, reporting in Fort Smith. For the rest of this evening, most of the rain zones are farther towards the north, but over time, I think by about 8 o'clock, we should be mainly done with the heaviest rain, both in northwest Arkansas and the River Valley, as temperatures continue to cool down. Tomorrow morning, though, there may be one more quick round. I don't think it's going to be as tough as the one we just had, but mainly northwest Arkansas. As we're waking up, tune in with meteorologist Zach Scott. He's going to help you get out the door, and he'll be watching a couple leftover storms waking up tomorrow morning as that boundary pushes through, and then I think we're mostly done other than a stray pop-up in the afternoon in the River Valley. But overall, we're talking about 80s the next couple of days, maybe some 90s the next couple of days as well. After tomorrow morning's round, though, guys, the rain chances are gone. I want to show you this live look in Bentonville. I'll have that 7-day forecast coming up, but boy, it has rained a lot, and at the worst timing too.
Right. All right. Thanks, Matt. Well, for the first time in 8 months, it's an Arkansas football game week. Next in sports, Sam Pittman.